we have had so many wonderful people who have been inducted into the Business Hall of Fame. The permanent exhibit is on display now at the Lawrence Public Library. They built a special section there at the Lawrence Public Library where this group is included. And running through that list is very impressive as you go back to that very first class of the Business Hall of Fame. And one of the things that you are immediately struck by is that it's certainly been men and women, including the 2010 Hall of Fame inductees that included Marilyn and her husband, are owners of the McDonald's restaurant group that includes the stores Lawrence, Paul Simon Sr., Joe Flannery, and Dr. Val Stella. And he certainly added a great deal to the community of Lawrence. And that goes all the way through this list right up until this year's inductees, and now we are going to welcome to the microphone Ernesto Hodison, who is the chairman of the Junior Achievement Business Hall of Fame Committee, and we'll turn it over to Ernesto Hodison.
Thank you, Hank. Good morning, and welcome to this special press conference announcing the laureates being inducted into the 2018 Junior Achievement Lawrence Business Hall of Fame. This will be our 9th year to honor exceptional business people, and we're excited to honor 4 new outstanding business people this year. We're here to celebrate, congratulate, and recognize 4 newly elected laureates for their involvement in business leadership in the Lawrence and Douglas County community. Our Business Hall of Fame, it's a project of Junior Achievement of Kansas. Junior Achievement's mission is to educate, inspire our young people in kindergarten through 12th grade about business economic concepts, develop entrepreneurship, financial literacy, and workforce readiness through grade-specific educational program materials. The students are taught by volunteers from the business community, and many of them are in the room with us right now. Junior Achievement stresses the importance of business, economics, entrepreneurship, and the importance of staying in school to prepare students for success in the future. Our Business Hall of Fame is the final piece of our business education for our students, as well as the residents of our community. Those chosen for this award can be held up for sure as role models to our children in our community. I have to tell you, going into the classroom and teaching in the classroom, our 4 laureates that we have here today are exactly the type of folk that we want to hold up as the success that can come from hard work from those students in the classroom and what they can accomplish. We can now display prime examples of giving, caring, and enthusiastic leaders at our Business Hall of Fame that is located in the lower level of the Lawrence Public Library. With that being said, what an exciting time for me as the chair of the Lawrence Business Hall of Fame to introduce our 2018 Business Hall of Fame laureates. I want to read a short bio as I announce their names, and then I would ask them to come up and say a few words themselves. First, Robert Bob Moore. Robert Moore was born on January 7th, 1931, the 3rd of 4 sons. Bob's family spent his early years on his grandparents' farm outside of Linwood, Kansas. They moved to Lawrence on Bob's first day of the 3rd grade. Bob graduated from Liberty Memorial High School in 1949 and was president of his senior class. While in his 20s, he formed Moore Associates and began building starter homes using a franchise construction system with pre-constructed components. He quickly became one of the biggest national home franchisees in the country. Bob formed Avanco, Inc. in 1976, which has since completed numerous industrial and commercial projects, land development for industrial, commercial, and residential uses, and the redevelopment of multiple properties. Bob's entities work with such companies as Boeing, JCPenney, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, State of Kansas, Fleming Companies, and Sallie Mae, among others. Bob served on the boards of the Lawrence Memorial Hospital, Lawrence Chamber of Commerce, Lawrence National Bank, and supported many local organizations. He was a founding member of the Bobs, a group of donors who annually fund a $10,000 Lawrence Schools Foundation Award to honor a Lawrence educator. Bob passed from us on February 16th of 2016, 4 months after the passing of his wife, Marna. He is represented here today by his son, Marty Moore. Marty, come up.
Thank you very much. My sister and I and our families are very honored to have our father receive this recognition. And it's a little bit awkward for us because he spent his professional career trying to avoid receiving this recognition. But perhaps fortunately, he's not here to stop us. So, you know, to expand a little bit on what Ernesto said, it is important for people that are in the business recognized and to for the things they do. Besides making money, there's associations, there's giving people jobs, there's taking risks, there's providing housing and helping the city grow. And so we're happy to be a part of this recognition. Very honored to be among. Yeah, it's a great class. Thank you very much for this recognition.
Our next laureate is Cindy Maud. Cindy has over 40 years experience in marketing, most recently as owner and CEO of Callahan Creek, a brand strategy and digital marketing firm located in Lawrence, Kansas. Cindy retired from Callahan Creek at the end of 2017. Cindy currently serves as interim CEO for the Lawrence Arts Center. Cindy began her career working for design and ad agencies in Kansas City and Topeka. After a brief stint in economic development, she began working for AdMark in Topeka in 1988. She purchased AdMark in 1996, changed the name to Callahan Creek in 1977, and moved the company to Lawrence in 1999. Thank you. Cindy was passionate about building a company based on core values. One of those values is generosity, and Callahan Creek has several things in place to live that value. Callahan Creek contributes 10% of its profit each year to public service through donations, pro bono work, and volunteering in various organizations throughout the community and beyond. Cindy personally has served and continues to serve on boards throughout the community. She is passionate about Lawrence and building on and promoting its many assets. She served on the city's Cultural District Task Force in 2013 and has committed Callahan Creek's time to promote Lawrence. Cindy is a proud graduate of the University of Kansas School of Journalism. I would like to welcome our 2018 laureate, Cindy Maud.
Thank you all very much. This is indeed a huge honor, and I'm very humbled to be being honored with this great group of people and all the people that have gone before me. I thank my peers for choosing me. I'm very surprised and humbled and honored, and I thank you all so much. Of course, I do want to recognize the people at Callahan Creek, because without those people who support you and you never get these kind of honors or awards, and it's owe it to them for the work that they've done. Thank you all very much.
Our next laureate is John McGrew. McGrew Real Estate was established in 1951 when Conrad McGrew started McGrew Investment Company. When Conrad died suddenly in 1953, his wife, Viola McGrew, took over until 1960, when their son, John, became president and managing broker. In 1965, John McGrew entered into a partnership with Bob Billings to develop and market a 400-acre golf course project called Albemarle. Today, Albemarle and its related development encompass over 300 acres in West Lawrence. The company grew steadily. In 1967, 6 agents did $800,000 in sales that year. In 1970, the company merged with Lawrence Real Estate and Insurance Company. It was through this merger that McGrew's insurance division was born. The bicentennial year of 1976 was also an exciting year for the company. 20 agents produced $10 million in sales. 10 years later, in 1986, McGrew constructed and moved into their current location at 1501 Castle Drive. 36 agents produced $30 million that year in sales. In 1996, the company had grown to 50 agents and $46 million in sales. On July 1st, 2007, John McGrew retired from management of the company and was succeeded by his son, Mike McGrew, as chairman of the board and chief executive officer of McGrew Real Estate. Today, McGrew Real Estate has 3 offices serving the Douglas County area, 2 offices in Lawrence, and 1 in Eudora. McGrew Real Estate is now home to nearly 100 agents and support personnel. John McGrew, 2018 laureate.
Thank you, Ernesto, and thanks to the folks at JA that nominated me. I really do feel, as Cindy, as everybody says, that it's a humbling experience. It honestly is. Old age humbles you enough, but then to be honored in this way is very special. I was just lucky. I grew up in Lawrence, Kansas, and knew right away that I didn't want to look for greener pastures, partly because my mom took over the business when my dad died, and it was the right thing to do to step into of course, my success was determined in large part by the partners I had over the years. Bob Billings in one, and Ernesto, it's fine. When you said 300 acres, it was 3,000. I can't even comprehend it. I had so many mentors in the business, starting out with Travis Glass and Bob, famous brothers who helped me. Bob and Moore. Ed Smith family when we did the orchards, and on and on. You know, I've just been lucky to be in Lawrence, Kansas, in the right place at the right time, and had really good partners. That's the reason for the success that I had in real estate, and now I'm very fortunate that a number of the people that assisted in that way are also excited about my new passion, outside for a better inside, trying to reconnect kids with nature, all of us, to provide balance in our lives. So thank you again very much for the honor, and I'll
Our next laureate is Michael Trainor. In 1981, Michael Trainor established Trainor Architects as a small local architecture firm focused on commercial and residential projects. The firm has grown to over 150 professionals offering architecture and engineering services from 8 offices across the country, including San Francisco, Denver, Colorado Springs, Topeka, Kansas City, St. Louis, Dallas, and Atlanta. Mike Trainor can trace the company's success to a decision made nearly 21 years ago to focus solely and specifically on certain type of projects. Today, Trainor is known nationally as the leader of design in justice facilities, mixed-use housing, student life projects, K-12 education, historic preservation, and life sciences laboratory and research centers. Throughout his career, Mike has made a commitment to environmentally responsible design. He designs green facilities to achieve U.S. Green Building Council standards. Recently, Trainor Architects joined the American Institute of Architects 2030 Committee, an endeavor to drastically reduce carbon emissions in building design and construction. Mike holds a bachelor's degree of architecture and environmental design degrees from the University of Kansas and is a registered architect in 24 states. It's my pleasure to welcome 2018 laureate, Michael Trainor.
Wow, that was very humbling. Really excited to be here. Thank you guys for doing this. You know, what a huge, huge honor. you know, we've just been lucky. We hired all the right people. We have really good partners. Those partners have worked really hard, and they've all made me look good. And you know, and they've been a pleasure to work with. And I didn't work with John, but John sold me a condominium 31 years ago, and it was $84,000. And I said, well, John, would you take $82,000? He goes, it's $84,000. And I've worked with Martin and his dad. We actually did this building. Our office was next door, and I was telling Cindy that we had 4,000 square feet, and we had 40 people in it. We finally moved downtown. But Bob Moore called me and was talking me into coming. This isn't even on, is it? It is. So Bob Moore called me and talked me into coming over and talking to him. And he said, Mike, if you move into this building, you'll be close to us. And he said, and you're going to be in a lot of conversations that you want to be in. I said, okay, I'm in. And Cindy is in one of our buildings that we worked on downtown, the Cali. And, you know, we've had a hand in a lot of projects around town because people have entrusted us to do their project. And, you know, we're really grateful for that. It includes a couple of low-profile projects right now that is the jail and the... I'll just say, you know, I feel, you know, it's a little self-serving, but, you know, we know a lot about the jail now, and we know a lot about mental health. And the jail is broken, and it needs to be fixed. It's not right for women. It's not right for the low security people that are shipped out of the county every month, and it's not right for a lot of people. And they are all Douglas County residents, and so it's the right thing to do. Mental health center is drastically needed. The crisis center, it's going to be a terrific project for the city. Sorry for podium to talk about those projects, but so thank you all very much. It is an honor and honored to be with these guys. I walked in and saw Martin, and I thought it was going to be Martin, but will be. And so anyway, thank you very much.
I do want to say again, and let's give them another hand for a wonderful. I just want to quickly say that all that you have done to make our community what it is, we are grateful to you for that. You are 4 individuals that have decided to take chances at times to create jobs, to create opportunity, and create things that are wonderful for our community. But not only that in business, but also when we talk to our students, we talk about giving back as well to your community, and you exemplify that as well. So not only in business, but also in what you provide in services and opportunities in the community. As I end, on behalf of Junior Achievement Board of Directors, we thank you all for attending this press conference today. As a reminder, the laureates are going to be available after we end our press conference here for interviews and photos, so get some time to be interviewed. And also, we look forward to seeing everyone at the Black Tie Tribute Dinner on October 2nd of this coming year at Doubletree Hilton. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you there are wonderful sponsorships that are available for that event. It's going to be well attended, and tables and tickets will be on sale soon as well. Thank you very much, laureates, and thank you all for attending.
The wrap up here of the official part of our program. We're going to go ahead and stick around for just a few more minutes to have an opportunity to interview those people who were